Hola, and welcome to another Emilia Rose healing video here on YouTube. My name is Emilia Rose, aka the Spiritual Therapist, and today we will be talking about the quickest way to manifest, getting into the vibration of what it is that you want. This is the quickest way I've noticed that I manifest personally. Apparently, this is a technique that Abraham Hicks uses. I'm not too familiar with Abraham Hicks. I've heard of them. I have not actually watched any of their videos or done research on who they are. I just know this from personal experience and from observing my life, meditating, receiving downloads from spirit. I've noticed that getting into the vibration of what it is that you want is the quickest way to manifest. Speaking from personal experience, if I don't feel comfortable, I start to get very impulsive. Comfort, passion, pleasure, all of that, for me, that's the way I live my life. If I'm not comfortable, if things aren't pleasurable to me, then I tend to get very impulsive or very, I wouldn't say high strung, but it brings me a lot of anxiety. Now, I've had to learn to release this, and I want to say the most prominent part of my life was during our first COVID shutdown in 2020, because that's when I really started to do things that made me happy, as with a lot of us, since the majority of us wasn't working and we were able to focus on things that are truly passionate for us, things that brought us joy. We learned new things. A lot of us decided to get plants, started learning about herbs. I actually started traveling more. So my whole life, I've always traveled. Every summer, my mother would take us to the Dominican Republic for 3 months during summer vacation from school. My father would take us down south often to visit our family. I was always back and forth between New Jersey and New York. So I'm very accustomed to traveling, and it actually does bring me a lot of peace and serenity. And I've noticed that whenever I'm starting to feel anxious, I tend to go to a place where it feels as though I'm not in my current environment anymore. Like, it's just an innate habit of mine to do this. For example, a lot of you guys know that on my days off, I like to go to the park. This is why I tend to record a lot at the park. It's because I'm here anyways, and I just rather record in my element, away from my living space or my living quarters. If I am not at the park, then I am at a natural reservation or the beach. If I can get away somewhere, like to the Poconos, I'll go to the Poconos, or I'll drive to another state. I know people in a lot of different states, not including my family that I have in different states. So whenever I am feeling a little too stressed or a little too trapped, I tend to travel to these places. I'll take a bus, or I'll drive, or I'll take a flight and go somewhere remote. Between 2020 and last year has been the most traveling I've done by myself, back to back. I've always traveled to other states and other places. However, back to back like that, I would say around July of 2020 to July 2021, I've done the most traveling. And I've noticed I've manifested things extremely quickly. Now, I just want to say that we're always manifesting. Now, when you see videos online about manifesting, they're talking about manifesting quickly, because we're always manifesting something, period. Manifestation is literally just creation. So if you want to manifest quicker, or if you want to create a reality for yourself quicker, definitely getting into the vibration of what it is that you want is going to get you there, which makes sense, right? They say that if you're manifesting, try not to be in a low vibration, because that's what you're going to attract, or you are what you attract. That's a very popular saying, and it's not for no reason. It's the truth. How do we get into this vibration? I can tell you 2 tips that have helped me get into this vibration, and how I came to this realization. So I had to learn to release and let God take over, let the universe take over. Because if I tend to obsess over things, which I do tend to obsess over things, if it doesn't go my way, then that creates even more anxiety. It creates even more anger, even more of a low vibration that I am not trying to be in. So I had to learn to let go of that. And there is where I noticed that when I'm in this vibration of satisfaction, for me, it helps me manifest faster. So tip number 1 would be journaling. I am not big on journaling. I'm not gonna hold you, or scripting, writing things down. I always write things down. However, when it comes to scripting and journaling, I don't do it. In my head, it's just I feel as though I have to do too much to prepare to get to that point. I can't just sit down. I mean, I could if I really wanted to. It just doesn't work for me. However, when I do journal, I do notice that it helps me realize things that I have been blocking out into my subconscious that my conscious mind was not noticing. For example, when I first heard about getting into the vibration of what I want in order to manifest quickly, I wrote down what it is that I wanted to manifest. That's number 1. And then number 2, I wrote down how that makes me feel. For example, if you're trying to manifest money, or let's just stick to money. If you're trying to manifest money, write down, I am manifesting money more quickly. Then write how it is that money makes you feel. So for me, money makes me feel secure. Money makes me feel satisfied. Money makes me feel happy. It makes me feel gracious. It makes me feel loved. It makes me feel spoiled. It makes me feel royal. It makes me feel regal. So if these are the things that money makes me feel, then I have to get into that vibration so that I can attract the same energy that I'm in. I hope this is making sense. The fact that money makes me feel royal. It makes me feel sexy. It makes me feel accomplished. It makes me feel loved. It makes me feel gracious, right? I have to rearrange my life so that I can already feel this. Things such as going to the park makes me happy. It makes me feel grounded. It makes me feel at peace. It makes me feel secure. Painting makes me feel this way as well. Being that traveling makes me feel as though I am loved, I'm secure, I'm grounded. It makes me feel free, liberated. It puts me in a good, positive mood that's going to attract all the things that I want to attract faster. Now, if you're trying to attract, for example, a new car, how does that make you feel? Write this down. I have a new car. How does this car make you feel? This car makes me feel secure. It makes me feel as though I have more opportunities. It puts me in a positive mood. It makes me feel as though I have more options. It makes me feel grounded. Get into that vibration. What are things that you do have control over right now in your life that can make you get into this vibration? For example, meditation, or eating your favorite slice of cheesecake. That's gonna make you feel happy, right? Whenever you're in somebody's car, just make pretend as if that's your car. You just didn't feel like driving today. Your friend wanted to drive. You let them drive, right? Get into the vibration of what it is that you want. A second tip I want to say that has helped me let go, which is a huge part of this, is letting go of what it is that you want. And instead of focusing on the goal, you're focusing on the vibration. Would it be repeating an affirmation? So whenever I'm feeling a little anxious, I always tell myself, or a little bit angry, I tell myself I release my feelings towards the situation. Taking a deep breath in between. For example, getting a car, right? Say I release my feelings towards buying a car. So I'll say I release my feelings towards buying a car. I release my feelings towards buying a new car. I release my feelings towards buying a new car. And I don't know what it is about that every single time it works. There hasn't been one time that I've done that where it hasn't worked. I hope that this video helped you. I know it's super short. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys the tea on the quickest way that has helped me to manifest. And yeah, I hope that this helps somebody out there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video with anybody who can use this information. Comment down below if you've learned anything or if you're going to utilize any of the tips I gave. I appreciate you. Have a good one.